Hey, welcome to Band Advice TV. Today we're going to answer the all-important question, what's in your guitar case? I'm your host, Mark V, and this is Tips, Tricks, Giggles, and... Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the guitar case. Probably the single most important accessory that you'll own. Not only does it keep your guitar safe, but it doubles as the guitar player's survival kit, if you know how to stock it properly. So that's what we're going to go through, the things that should be in every single guitar player's guitar case. So let's start with the obvious, spare set of strings. But not just one, two. You may ask why two? Well, let me ask you this. How well do you think you're going to play if you pop your high E string in the middle of the first set and now you're faced with 2.5 hours with no backup? Have two full sets of strings. Next up, a tuner. Now, even if you have perfect pitch, even if you have a tuner app on your iPhone, none of that's going to matter if your bass player is going all Billy Sheehan on you while you're trying to tune your guitar. These things run about 20, 30 bucks. They clamp right onto your headstock. Really handy to have. I do recommend that you get one for every single guitar that you have. I know that may sound like overkill, but there's nothing worse than pulling into the parking lot of the venue and realizing that you just left your tuner in your other guitar case at home. So get a tuner, get one for every guitar case that you have. Spare batteries for your tuner. It's not going to do you any good if it's dead. This is a string winder. Why a string winder? Because going like this, much faster than going like this. Plus, if you get the string winder, be sure that you get one that's got a little notch in it, and I'll explain it a little bit later on what the notch is for. A Sharpie. These are great for signing autographs, but they also have another use for them that we'll go into in detail a little later on. So get a Sharpie. Of course, a guitar strap. Why? Because sitting down playing a gig stinks. A capo. What? A capo? Listen to me and listen carefully. It's okay to use a capo. I know we've been told year in, year out, ever since we started playing, don't use a capo. It's okay to use a capo, especially if you play in the praise and worship circuit. Unless you want to learn how to play a song in a key of E flat, get a capo. Some wire cutters. These are a couple dollars at a place like Harbor Freight. Really handy for trimming off the excess guitar strings when you change out a string. And if you happen to have a bad hangnail, trim it right up there on stage. The fans will love it. Little mint tin. Now, we've seen the Big Brother version of these things on pedal boards for years and years. Now they have this handy-dandy smaller size that fits handily in your guitar case. Now for the big reveal. What do guitar players carry in these little tins? Guitar picks, of course, and plenty of them. Always have plenty of spare picks. Some Allen wrenches. Not that you're going to do a truss rod adjustment in the middle of your set, but if you happen to change strings or if there's something off kilter a little bit and that you need to get rid of some fret buzz, you can raise or lower your saddles as need be. So, some Allen wrenches. Nice microfiber cloth. This is great for wiping off those smudges that show up so well on a black guitar underneath the stage lights. Plus, at the end of when you get ready to pack your guitar away, give your strings a good wipe down. This will get rid of some of the excess oil and dead skin and help your strings last longer. So, nice microfiber cloth. Okay, if you are running pedals, or if you have an acoustic with an onboard preamp, it has some spare 9 volts handy. And for the acoustic guitar player, you're going to want to have a package of these laying around. These are bridge pins. These help hold the strings into your bridge. What happens is they're usually made of plastic, so over the years they'll kind of get dry and brittle. And when you go to pop them off, sometimes this little head on the top there will break right off. So you're going to make sure that you want to have some spare ones with you. And that leads me back to the notch that you'll find in your string winder. That notch is designed to help pop your bridge pins out, just like that. So when you get a string winder, make sure it's got the notch. I have plenty of these handy. All right, well, that's just about it. Now, I did promise you a little extra info on why you should have a Sharpie handy. Whenever you go in and change that high E string in the middle of your first set, take your Sharpie, write it down on the package what you changed. That way, every time you open up your guitar case, you're going to know, one, this is an incomplete set, and that you either need to change all the rest of the strings out and get a brand new set in there, or when you go down to your guitar store next time to pick up a replacement high E, because you want to make sure that you're always stocked with 2 full sets of strings. There you go. That's the essentials that should be in every single guitar player's guitar case. If you guys got some suggestions for other items, be sure to leave me a note down in the comments below. Until then, this is Band Advice TV. I'm your host, Mark V, and this was Tips, Tricks, Giggles, and Stuff.